I'll give you the job, Maurice. But only if your wife spends one night with me.
Sir! You mean my wife?
Yes. You want to escape poverty or not?
Maurice Sam, a handsome African man of 30, wore a crisp white shirt tucked neatly into black tailored trousers, his shoes polished and reflecting the late afternoon sun as he stepped into the rich man's luxurious office. The room smelled of leather and expensive cologne, and golden ornaments sparkled on the shelves. The rich man sat in a velvet armchair, wearing a dark navy suit with a silk tie, eyes cold and calculating. "I give you the job, Maurice," the rich man said, his deep voice echoing, "but you must convince your wife to spend one night with me." Maurice's fingers clenched the leather chair's armrest, white knuckles showing, as he swallowed hard, his crisp shirt slightly damp with nervous sweat. "Sir? You mean my wife?" The rich man's lips curved into a sly smirk, his suit jacket shifting as he leaned back. "You want to escape poverty or not?" Maurice's heart thumped so loudly it felt like it would burst through his chest. His shoes tapped nervously on the polished floor, the reflection of gold lights blinding him for a moment. Later, Maurice walked home through the village dirt road, his grey blazer now draped over one shoulder, trousers slightly dusty from the long walk, shoes scuffing the uneven path. The sun began to set, painting the sky orange and pink as Vida, his beautiful wife, washed clothes by the well. She wore a flowing emerald green gown that highlighted her curvy body. Her afro hair styled in a soft, voluminous afro, and sandals on her feet. Maurice approached, taking her hands gently in his. "Vida, there's something I have to tell you," he whispered, his white shirt sleeves rolled up, revealing strong forearms trembling slightly. Vida looked up, eyes glinting in the sunset. "You seem worried, my love. What is it?" He took a deep breath, his polished black shoes shifting nervously. "The man who promised me the job," he said. "He said you must spend one night with him." Vida froze, her hands gripping the wet cloth tightly. "Maurice, are you hearing yourself?" Maurice fell to his knees, black trousers creasing, shirt now untucked slightly. "Vida, please. Just one night. I swear on my life, after this we will never suffer again. I will love you till I die." Vida's eyes filled with tears, her gown flowing around her as she stepped back, afro hair bouncing with her movement. "You want to sell my body for bread? Maurice, I thought our love was our pride." He lowered his head, polished shoes scraping the dirt lightly, voice breaking. I have no choice. This is our only way." Vida turned away, staring at the horizon where the village met the city skyline. "And if we do this, what will we become?" That night, under dim candlelight inside their small but now slightly renovated hut, Maurice sat in a navy blazer over a white shirt, fidgeting, hands clasped together, while Vida, in a soft lavender gown with gold embroidery along the hem, sat across, staring at the flickering flame. "I can't believe it has come to this," Vida whispered, voice trembling. "My body, my love. Are we really worth this price?" Maurice looked at her, desperation in his dark brown eyes, sleeves rolled, tie loosened. "Vida, I love you. I swear, this will bring us everything we've dreamed of. We will rise together." She shook her head, gown swishing softly, afro hair framing her glowing face. "I don't know if love can survive a night like this. Maurice." The wind outside whispered through broken shutters as Maurice fell silent, shoes scuffing the wooden floor. He wanted to hold her, to convince her, but words failed him. Vida stood slowly, emerald green gown brushing the floor, eyes locked on the dim candlelight. "If I do this, will you still see me the same tomorrow?" Maurice could not answer, the silence stretching between them like a rope ready to snap. The candle flickered, shadows dancing on the walls, reflecting their fear, their pain, their longing. And in that silence, they both wondered. Can love survive a night sold for survival? Vida's hands trembled as she brushed her gown, her heart torn, eyes glimmering with tears. What will become of us if I say yes? And if I refuse? Will we even have a tomorrow? The night grew colder, the wind louder, and the weight of the decision pressed on them both, and so, as the moon rose high above their village, Morris and Vida were left with a single, haunting question. Which choice would save them, and which would destroy them?
Vida, open the door! Please, don't do this alone!
Maurice, if I walk into that man's house tonight, our marriage may never return.
Vida, don't decide without me! I'm losing you!
Maybe you already did.
Morning light touched the small hut gently. Morris sat on the edge of the bed still wearing yesterday's navy blazer, now wrinkled, his white shirt half untucked. His eyes were red, his hands shaking. Vida stepped out wearing a simple blue wrapper skirt and a white blouse. Her afro hair was neat, but her face looked tired. She didn't speak. Vida. Please talk to me, Morris whispered. She folded clothes without looking at him. Morris, you asked me to trade my body. How should I talk? He tried to touch her hand, but she moved away. His shoes tapped softly on the floor. I was thinking about our future. You hurt me, she said quietly. Later, Morris walked through the village wearing a brown short-sleeve shirt and black trousers. People whispered. He kept his head down. Shame followed him like a shadow. Back home, Vida changed into a lilac dress as she hung clothes outside. Mama Ajua approached her, wearing a purple wrapper. My child, I heard stories, she said gently. Vida's eyes filled with tears. I don't know what to do. Some sacrifices destroy more than they save, the old woman warned. In the afternoon, Morris returned sweaty and nervous. Vida was cooking in a yellow wrapper skirt and an orange top. She didn't lift her eyes. He swallowed hard. Vida, please. Let's run away. We don't have to do this. She turned slowly. The rich man's driver came. He said the man expects me tonight. Morris's heart dropped. Vida, no. I can't lose you. You started losing me the moment you said I should do this, she replied. Evening fell. Vida changed into a long deep red dress that made her look stunning but sad. A small golden clip decorated her afro. She looked at Morris with a trembling smile. I am doing this for you, she said. But I don't know what will remain after tonight. A black luxury car stopped outside. The driver in a grey suit opened the door. Madam, it's time. Morris grabbed her hand. Vida, please don't go. I beg you. She whispered, if I say no, we lose everything. If I say yes, I might lose myself. She pulled her hand away, the door shut, the car drove off. Morris fell to his knees, dust rising around his polished shoes. His tears soaked the dirt. Night came slowly. Morris waited outside, still in his brown shirt, shaking each hour that passed. Then footsteps, slow. Tired, Vida appeared in the red dress, face unreadable. She walked past him without a word and entered the hut. Morris followed slowly but stopped at the door. Afraid. Inside, Vida sat on the bed, staring at the candle. Her voice was soft. Some promises cost too much, Morris. Morris stood outside, crying silently as the moon climbed high. What did she face in that rich man's house? And can two hearts survive a night that changed everything?
Morris, after what happened last night, do you still see me as your wife?
Vida, I failed you. I failed us.
And tell me, how do we live after a love you sold?
I will spend my life trying to fix what I destroyed.
The morning after the long, painful night, the village was silent. The sun rose slowly, shining on the small hut where Vida and Morris lived. But inside, their hearts were darker than the night before. Morris sat alone at the table, wearing a black shirt and dusty trousers. He looked empty, his hands shaking as he stared at the wooden floor. His polished shoes were dirty from pacing outside all night. He hadn't slept. Vida stepped out of the bedroom wearing a loose cream gown, her afro hair tied up softly. Her eyes were tired, swollen from tears. She walked quietly, avoiding Maurice's eyes. Vida. Maurice whispered. Please. Talk to me. Tell me what happened. She leaned against the wall. Voice low. You want details? Will that heal us? No, he stood, stumbling. I just want to understand. Vida shook her head, her gown brushing the floor. Understanding won't change what I had to do. Silence filled the room. The wind pushed the door gently, as if the world itself didn't know how to comfort them. Later, Maurice left the hut to breathe. He wore an old grey shirt and walked slowly through the village. Every step felt heavy. Women gossiping near the well went quiet when he passed. Men at the roadside stared with pity. Some shook their heads. Maurice felt the weight of shame pressing on him. His throat tightened. I did this. I caused this, he muttered. Meanwhile, Vida sat outside their hut, still in her cream gown, staring at the sky. She felt dirty, confused, angry, and heartbroken. She touched her wedding ring and tears fell again. As the day went on, she changed into a long green wrapper skirt and a simple black top. She needed to feel clean, to feel new, but nothing helped. When Maurice returned home, he saw her sitting alone. He approached slowly. Vida, I know I broke you. But please, don't push me away. She looked up, eyes filled with pain. I didn't push you. You sent me away. When you asked me to go to him. Maurice dropped to his knees, black trousers staining with dust. I thought it was the only way. I was desperate. I wanted to give you a better life. Vida's voice cracked. A better life should not start with breaking your wife. He sobbed into his hands. I know. I know. And I can't undo it. She turned her face away. So what do we do now, Maurice? Do we pretend everything is normal? Do we sweep last night under the bed? No. Something inside me changed. Maurice crawled closer, holding her feet. Tell me how to fix it. Tell me what to do. Vida looked down at him, tears rolling. Fix yourself first. Fix the man who chose money over his wife. He froze. Her words hit him like a knife. That evening, Maurice changed into a white shirt and dark trousers and walked to the rich man's mansion. His heart pounded. His anger burned. He pushed open the golden gates and stormed inside. The rich man sat in his velvet chair wearing a deep blue suit and gold cufflinks. He smirked. Oh, Maurice. Come for your job? Maurice's voice shook. Keep your job. Keep your money. Keep your dirty offer. The rich man laughed quietly. Too late. Your wife already paid the price. Maurice clenched his fist. No. I paid the price. I lost my honor. I lost my peace. The rich man leaned forward. And soon, you will lose her. Maurice's chest tightened with rage and pain, but he turned and walked out. This time, he didn't bow. He didn't beg. He didn't fear the rich man. He walked with the weight of a man carrying his consequences. When he returned home, Vida was sitting beside a small fire, cooking stew. She wore a purple dress with tiny beads on the sleeves. The flames lit her face softly. Maurice sat beside her, quiet. I went to him, he said. She stirred the pot silently. And I told him I don't want his job. I told him we will suffer, but we will suffer together. Not like this. Vida paused, her hand shaking slightly. It doesn't erase anything. I know, Maurice said. But it's a start. She looked at him for the first time with softer eyes. No smile. No forgiveness. But something small, fragile. Like a seed, Morris, she whispered, I don't know how long it will take. I don't know if I will ever be the same woman you married. He nodded slowly. Then I will spend my whole life becoming the man you deserve. The night grew calm. Crickets sang. The fire crackled. Vida placed a bowl of stew in front of him. Eat, she said quietly. Healing will take time. Morris bowed his head. Thank you. They sat side by side, not touching, not smiling, but sitting together. A small step. A slow beginning, and as the moon rose, love is not only sweet moments. It is sacrifice, pain, and choice. Morris chose wrong. And the cost was his peace. Vida chose love. And the cost was her body. And now, they must choose if healing is worth the fight. When desperation blinds a man, he may trade what cannot be bought. And when love walks into the fire, it returns, not destroyed, but forever changed. The true price of a promise is not money. It is character. And once character breaks, rebuilding it becomes the hardest journey of all.